My life with famous people, well, almost. Hello, my name is Grace Johnson, I'm 31 years old, and I live in Manchester, England. I'm a graphic designer by profession, but in my heart, I'm a super fan. Not the screaming at concerts kind, well, not anymore, but the type of person who reads biographies, watches interviews, and follows every award show. I think I have a special talent. I remember almost everything about famous people. Their birthdays, their favorite foods, their pets' names, you name it. Sometimes I joke and say, I don't have a social life. I have a celebrity life. Let me tell you about the famous people who shaped my life, and how, even though I never met them, I feel like they're part of my story. 1. When I was 9, the pop star who saved me. When I was 9, I had no friends at school. I was shy, quiet, and always drawing in my notebook. One day, I saw a music video by Britney Spears. She danced like she owned the world. I thought, I want to feel like that. So I started learning her songs, copying her dance moves, and watching her live performances. I would sing in front of the mirror with a hairbrush microphone. Her confidence helped me build my own. If I ever met her, I would say, you gave power to a little girl who felt invisible. 2. The actor who made me laugh again. Years later, when I went to university, I had a really bad breakup. I cried for days, ate too much chocolate, and didn't go to class. Then one night, I watched a movie with Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire. I laughed so much I almost forgot my sadness. After that, I watched all his movies, Dead Poets Society, Good Will Hunting, Aladdin. Each one showed a different side of him, the comedian, the teacher, the father, the genie. He reminded me that life is serious, but we must laugh. And I did. A lot. 3. The athlete who showed me strength. I'm not very sporty. In school, I was always the last person picked for teams. But when I saw Serena Williams win the US Open in 2013, I felt something powerful. Her muscles, her focus, her determination, I was in awe. She didn't just play tennis, she owned the court. I read everything about her. I learned how she trained, how she faced racism, how she kept going after becoming a mother. If I ever feel weak or small, I watch clips of Serena playing. Then I stand taller. 4. My time with the genius. I never liked math in school. It made me nervous. But when I read a book about Stephen Hawking, everything changed. He had ALS, couldn't move, couldn't speak, and still, he studied the universe. He wrote a brief history of time and explained black holes like bedtime stories. I started reading more science books because of him. I even visited the Science Museum in London just to see the display about his life. I once dreamed that I was having tea with him. He said, "Grace, never stop asking questions." I won't. 5. The fashion queen I admire. I love design. So, of course, I follow Rihanna, not just as a singer, but as a fashion icon and businesswoman. Her Fenty brand changed the beauty industry. She said, "Every shade is beautiful." And suddenly, more women could find makeup for their skin tone. She inspires me to design for real people, not just magazine models. Sometimes, when I wear something bold, I say, "What would Rihanna do?" And then I wear it proudly. 6. When I met a famous person, kind of. Okay, I haven't actually met many famous people. But one time, I saw Benedict Cumberbatch in a coffee shop in London. I froze. I wanted to say, I love your work in Sherlock. But I just smiled, and he smiled back. That was enough for me. 7. Why I love famous people. Some people say celebrities don't matter. That they live in a different world. That we shouldn't care. But I think famous people are more than entertainment. They are mirrors of our dreams, our hopes, our fears. They show us what's possible, to write a song, to change the world, to win against the odds. 8. My wall of heroes. In my flat, I have a wall with portraits of the people I admire. Nelson Mandela, for his courage. Emma Watson, for using her fame to fight for women's rights. David Attenborough, for teaching me to love the planet. Malala Yousafzai, for her bravery and voice. I look at this wall every morning before I start work. It's like they say to me, go. Do your best. You're not alone. 9. If I were famous. Sometimes I imagine what it would be like if I were famous. Maybe I'd be a speaker, talking about creativity and confidence. Maybe I'd write a book about how stars can light up ordinary lives. If I were on TV, I'd thank all the people who helped me, especially the ones who never knew they did. 10. A final thought. So, no, I don't have selfies with celebrities. I don't go to red carpets. But I carry their stories with me. I believe we all have a bit of fame inside us, when we inspire others, when we shine in our own way. And who knows? Maybe one day, someone will hang my picture on their wall and say, she helped me believe in myself. Until then, I'll keep following award shows, and designing with love.